ク入れたまんま全く問題ないですね。極めて快適。
We've finally made it overseas to England. Just when Smokey was satisfied with his run, he gets some company. Oh no, the British cops try to catch up with their go-karts.
Do you think this is a playground?
No, I understand that.
No, I'm sure you don't.
All right, guys, we're here at Trap Team's warehouse. Time to check out the Supra. What's up, what's up? Here she is. Damn, she looks good in person. It's so crazy. You think this car looks good on camera, and man, does it look so much better in person.
Yes.
All right, so let's give you guys a quick walk around here. Damn, this thing looks good. So much history with this car. So I'm sure everybody on the planet knows about this thing, but for the guys that don't, tell us about it.
This is a 1998, what used to be an RSP Supra. It's been modified a little bit. It is Smokey Nagata's top secret Supra. So yeah, it's been changed a little bit.
Just a little.
So yeah, as you can see, it's got quite the radical body kit on it, and it's also got a pretty nice V12.
Man, look at that V12. V12 twin turbo. Jesus, that's so awesome.
So this car was originally built by Smokey Nagata to try and break the world speed record for world's fastest car. He went ahead and hurried to build this. He was upset at Toyota, apparently, that they didn't come out with a new Supra, so he hurried up and built this, and this was his dream for the future of Japanese cars.
So do you know anything about the V12 engine setup that's in the car?
Yeah, so Smokey went ahead and chose 1GZ out of a Toyota Century. It's a V12 used in a limo type car. It was a big car, really made for comfort. That's why it does have a V12 in it, just so you have that smoothness. But because of that, you know, it wasn't an engine that really made power, but Smokey chose this because it was very similar to having two JZ engines just lined up like so. He went ahead and had to have one-off pistons made, one-off rods made. Those were the limiting factors for the engine. It really wasn't made to make that kind of horsepower. He was hoping for 1,000 horsepower to the car. So he had all that stuff custom made. He had extreme headwork done, custom intake manifold, twin GT 2835 turbos put on it. It has a dry sump oiling system, V-mounted oil coolers, and it has the whole cooling system for the water and the coolant in the rear.
And I heard something about it having 2 ECUs, right?
Yeah, it has 2 Fcons actually running in Japan. Fcon's like a real popular option. So he went ahead and used 2 of those, one to run each bank of the engine. He has 2 throttle bodies on it. They were both off of MR2s. So he has 2 80mm throttle bodies on it and 2 separate banks. Yeah, the computers are just running.
That's wild, man. That's wild. Well, let's take a walk around the car and point out some of the details. I mean, the details on this thing is really what makes it, man. I mean, it's like all just the little things here. You can see here, sticker here, Smokey himself. did the oil change back in 2015. Now, whatever that is, it's cool.
So it obviously has the top secret body kit on it. It's very sleek. He did that just because aerodynamic wise, he feels like he would have held down at those speeds.
Yeah, it was functional. You know, I hear a lot of people online saying he ruined the Supra and all that, but it was done for a purpose. You know, it was a purpose-built car.
Absolutely, yeah. He went for a lot of aerodynamics, and you know, a lot of the porting inside the car is actually being used for cooling and things, so it is functional.
Very cool. Let's take a look at the inside here. Damn, this thing is super, super clean. I wouldn't imagine this thing's very high. It's not very high miles, I would imagine. This thing, the seat's kind of snug.
Yeah, it's snug. A lot of the cars in Japan are like that. You know, small guys.
Made for a small Japanese man. Dude, this is sick. Oh, that's too funny. Look at that, Rhine Rock. I'm guessing that was supposed to be line lock?
Line lock, yeah. You know, they have
that's awesome. What's this going on over here?
So the 2 Fcons are housed in there.
Oh, very cool. Awesome. Sweet, man. Yeah, it's very clean, very simple. He's got the, you know, different cluster in it here. Defi cluster. Yeah, man, it's nice.
It's a stock V160. He has a V160 with a custom bell housing, so he can attach it to the V12. All ORC clutch, ORC LSD.
Nice. Very cool, very cool. This thing's so clean. It's got a little nitrous bottle back here.
Yeah, it's supposed to carry twin nitrous bottles in the rear. It only came with one. We haven't messed with it at all yet. You know, I don't think we plan to. But
yeah,
it is there just as he left it.
Wow, man. Any idea what any of these buttons do, or to be determined?
A lot of them are to be determined. We did start messing with some of them. Some of the switches work. The air ride system. This car does have air cups attached to the top secret coilovers.
Oh wow, that's
so,
awesome.
Some of them work the air ride. Some of them work boost controllers. I'm sure some of them are for the nitrous, but we still have yet to determine all of them.
Yeah, you got to tinker with it for sure. Especially a car this I imagine expensive and rare. You don't want to just go and start messing around with nitrous and things like that, you know. Let's put a hatch here.
I was explaining that the cooling system was in the rear for the coolant. As you can see inside of here, the V-mounted radiator setup. It does have something like 4 electronic water pumps running the whole system to get the water to come back here, and that's all working independently with sensors just as you set it up, and the car runs just fine like that.
That's badass. Yeah. Let me take a peek in there. We'll try to show you some better shots, but lighting's not too good here, but top secret challenge to the world. That's cool.
Yeah, that was definitely for his I guess gloating going after the top speed record.
Yeah.
Again, a little bit of English going on. So a lot of guys will probably wonder how this cooling system here in the back works, and as you can see, it's all sealed, it's cut. There are holes and ducts over here. Up here in the trunk, there's some more cutting going on. Got some duct work.
Oh yeah. Okay. So when you close that, it
Close it down.
flows through here.
Comes in right through here.
Oh, that's badass.
Now, in a lot of the early pictures of Top Secret Supra, you notice he had a key wing on it, and it's been changed ever since then to add all this venting for the cooling system.
Very cool. Man, this thing's incredible. It just has me speechless. Like, and I guess one of the it used to have like I think when it came, it had like a badass plate from Japan.
Well, you know, at first when we got the car, we got it just like this, and we came up close here to the tag. You can notice that it's still got the Japanese seal to hold the tagging plate. We assumed over here that, hey, maybe this top secret plate won't come off, but you'll see.
Nice.
You undo the bolt.
Oh, nice.
Smokey Nagata's original plate for the car.
Oh, dude, that is so sick. That's so awesome. That makes the car right there.
Yeah, a lot of guys are really excited about that.
That's awesome, man. That's... Jeez. Thank you guys so much for showing us, man. This thing is just incredible.
Yeah, well, we watched it for a lot of years, you know. And we saw it come up on auction, and it was kind of crazy to see. You know, it was almost unreal. We really didn't even know we were going to be a part of the auction until we figured out a way that we could be a part of the auction. And at that point, you know, we put everything we had to just try to go ahead and get this legendary car.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. I appreciate
Such an awesome pickup. So what do you say we start this beast up? So it actually says V12 on the key. I don't know if you can see it through the camera there, but that's so badass. So you mind if I do the honors?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Oh, thanks, dude. No clutch, right? No clutch switch? Alright guys, here we go. Sure it's out of gear. Oh, that was sick. That is awesome. Woohoo! Man, it's actually not too loud. It sounds good. Nice little purr. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of guys in Japan, they go the quiet route and they just keep their cars nice and quiet.
Yeah, man. I'm digging that. Sounds good. Sweet. So this is like a DEFI gauge cluster here.
DEFI gauge cluster's got 4,183 kilometers. Now we're not exactly sure if that's how much the build has, but that's not too high at all. We're
Right.
hoping that that's what it is.
Oh yeah. It's so badass. Jesus. That sounds sick.
Yeah, right now it's cold, so it's not going to be exactly responsible. Once it warms up, it revs pretty freely.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. That sounds pretty insane.
Yeah, it's kind of weird sitting in a Supra hearing that many cylinders.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna get out and the exhaust here. It's very tame on the outside. It's, you know, very quiet. Man, when you get in it though, it's that 12 just rip, man. It sounds awesome. We'll let her warm up for a second, give her a couple revs. Awesome.
So when we first got the car, this light over here, he had it blinking the entire time. So we had to go ahead and disconnect it just so that, you know, the police don't get bothered by our flashing light because it's really, really bright. I guess it was cool in Japan to have that, but over here we have it disconnected.
Oh yeah, no, we gotta do that here for sure. That is definitely a unique sound coming from the Supra.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just how freely it sounds like it's revving. That's only 3,000 RPM.
Yeah.
The reality is you have so many minutes of fire. It sounds nuts.
It's crazy, man. And I'm sure inside the car it just sounds ridiculous too. See a little rev inside. Not too bad once you get used to it. The cage is actually done so nicely. Like it runs perfectly here. Like it's real tight. They have like a little carpet around it, you know, so you can't even really tell.
That was one thing we noticed right away how nice that cage was, and you could tell he wanted to drive the car.
Oh yeah, like it's not even close to your head here for like street driving or anything. So
yeah, you can fit in the hole, you know. It's a little complicated, but I mean, you get in there pretty nice.
oh yeah. It sounds nuts, man. That's awesome. That's only 3,000 RPM. Crazy, man. Dude, that's so freaking cool. That is so awesome. That's awesome. So I imagine you guys might be a little hesitant about driving this thing, but what do you say? You want to take this for a spin, or?
Yeah, we could probably take a ride.
Yeah?
Yeah, this probably like this is the second time I drive it. Yeah. we'll take it for a
Oh,
ride.
yes.
Why not?
Thank you, man. Awesome. Let's do it. All right, guys, so we're filling her up with some fuel here so we can go for a cruise. The original gas tank is not really functional, so what's going on here?
They removed the original gas tank so they could go ahead and put all that radiator and water passages and such.
Yeah.
So they had to run a fuel tank, and this is how it's set up.
Use a special key to get in there.
Look in there.
That's crazy. Oh, so you gotta kind of snake it in there, and that's wild, man. You gotta like snake it in there and
Yeah,
go sideways.
Yeah.
Little JDM tilt to get it to work.
It's
crazy. You put this car next to an R34 and you're like not even looking at the R34.
It's crazy, right?
It just really is like such an eye grabber, man.
For those of you guys that remember, it's R34 from the last video. Pretty sweet. Look at that. That's fitting.
Brings back some memories. Sweet girl.
Sam, you miss your girl right now?
I miss my sweet girl.
You guys remember Sam and his R32 last time? Launched the piss out of it. If you guys don't follow these guys already, Trap Team on Instagram, Facebook, follow them. They got some cool shit. We got a super secret, top secret keychain that came with the car. Certified 0 to 300 kilometers an hour in 2.4 seconds.
Done.
All right, we're all topped off.
So we can get there. We'll put this on and yeah.
All right, so we're out cruising in the V12 Supra. This thing is badass, man. It's actually pretty like docile. Like, what do you feel? What's your opinion?
Well, you know, the car very much feels like a Supra. I'll tell you what, it does feel a little nose heavy. I don't know how to explain that, but you kind of feel like you're weighted down in the front a little bit. But besides that, it definitely feels like a Supra. The V12 now, you know, once you get it rolling, it's pretty tame. You don't really feel it under heavy load, low RPM. You're just cruising by. It's just that you have to be real careful with your throttle control. It's real.
On your right, we're gonna cut ahead of you at 95 here. Let us know.
So we're driving the top secret V12 Supra in Miami afternoon traffic. This will probably be one of the few times you see a car like this rolling around in afternoon traffic. Probably not the most ideal situation to drive this car, but you guys have fucking balls.
Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable. You know, if I have a group of friends that can kind of shield me a little bit and just keep me in a box, you know.
Exactly.
I'm willing to kind of drive it.
So these are the Fcons in here, huh? Fcon and Nico Corporation. Looks like maybe an air fuel gauge or something. Who knows? Pretty wild.
Their family shop out there.
Great thing about Miami, you just see badass cars rolling around everywhere.
Yeah, you probably have no idea, you know.
Yeah, they have no clue. This car probably costs more than that Bentley. Okay, TRC mobile. Oh, it's so random. That dude's got this sick camera rig following us around. TRC stickers all over it.
I think they recognize the car.
We're gonna have to check out those TRC guys and see what they're about. The car has so many little different buttons here. I love that. Brad Rock.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't touch Brian Rock on the highway.
Yeah, definitely
Not a good idea.
The gauge cluster is pretty awesome.
Yeah, we're about to roll 4,200 kilometers an hour.
Well, it's nice. So it's pretty surreal to be driving in this car. I mean, we're getting into Miami here, some beautiful skyline here. So we're gonna show some sick rolling shots of the car. But I mean, just some of the history. It's pretty incredible to know that a lot of the things that this car's been through. So some of the videos you've seen with the car doing like top end runs on the highway, you know, all over the world. You know, so it's pretty fucking sick, man.
Well, yeah, you know, there are videos of him on the Autobahn, not driving, maybe driving this particular car, but other Supras just acting a fool and trying to get top speed runs. The Smokey Nagata was definitely kind of a rebel, you can say. He really didn't give too much of crap about where he was. You know, he just went ahead and enjoyed the car for what it was.
His lady friend manages the turbo boost from the passenger seat. What a pimp.
So we really looked up to him for the fact that he was a knowledgeable guy. He did some really big things, but at the same time, he was just like a lot of us, where he just enjoyed his car when he felt was safe enough, and just sometimes the police didn't appreciate it.
this car was originally built at Top Secret, which is his company, and in Japan, right? So originally it was built there, but then it also came to the US, right?
Yeah, it came to the US one time. He went ahead and that's when he wanted to go ahead and try to pull the top speed record. He came to the US. I don't believe he actually ran that day. It was one of those 1 mile runs. And he didn't run that day, but he did end up going to a bunch of car meets out in Texas. I know he did do a tune section out in Texas as well. Really cool guy. He was around a few times. He did do all them years back. I believe he had a big group of guys gather up and do a tune session at a dyno.
Nice.
So a lot of guys I know got the opportunity to meet him there and do some work with him with their cars, which is really, really cool.
That's so awesome. God, this thing just sounds so good. Man, this thing sounds so good. God, it just sounds so good, dude. It's just like instant response on those turbos.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
a soundgasm.
Yeah. Man, that sounds so good, man. Sounds so good. God, that car looks so good. For those of you who remember, did a couple launches in it, was out at the TRC Invitational. That car is an absolute blast to launch. I don't know what it is, just rolling around with a pack of old school JDM cars, there's nothing better.
Shit, we're down to Miami too. Everybody recognizes the federal jail.
Top secret shift now. It's so crazy how many heads this thing turns, and I wish I got it on camera, but the guy's jaw back there hit the ground when he saw this car. It's probably like, what the hell is this spaceship? Look at that. Yeah. That guy's loving it. Got that Snapchat out.
Yeah.
What up, man? How's that Supra?
What?
How's that Supra?
What's the retail on one of those?
You know, let's go.
Everybody's filming this fucking thing.
Oh, I know the answer.
What is
The
it?
answer is more maintenance than you can afford, pal.
Damn.
Subaru.
Subaru.
That's great.
Oh my God! Top secret Supra! Top secret Supra!
What the fuck's he doing? It's hilarious. Oh yeah, we can take some dope shots here.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
So we drove down to Miami here, behind the American Airlines Arena. Man, it is so much fun riding in this thing. Oh, that's sick. You can see the air duct here. Little V12, smelled another V12. A little Lambo wants to play. They're V12 brothers.
V12 brothers. Damn, didn't this happen in the original video with
Didn't
this
it?
car?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go back and see it.
何？これでやっと僕たち V12 仲間だね。嬉しそうに言ってんの。
I guess those V12s can sniff each other out.
Wow.
Out here at the V12 Supra, and this showed up. This shit's crazy, man.
Shit.
When he pulled in, I'm like, I got a V12 too. They fuck off.
You remember this car, right?
Yeah.
Smokey Nagata's V12 Supra, man.
That thing is wild, man.
Pretty-
I kept on looking at it, I'm like, man, that looks a hell of a lot like that one Supra.
Oh yeah. Legendary car, man. Lots of videos online of this thing. Alright, so we got a special surprise for you guys. We're gonna go for some nighttime tunnel runs. Get a couple sick shots. This thing's gonna look so sick and sound ridiculous in that tunnel.
Yeah, for what it is, if we're gonna get any sound out of this thing, it's gonna be in that tunnel, hopefully.
Sounds so fucking sick. This thing just slides on these tires. Just spins it, man, all that torque.
It feels like
This thing
nothing
is
else.
awesome.
I really wasn't like used to all that tire spin, you know what I mean?
It's literally just like ice skating.
Yeah, to be fair, you know,
Crazy.
we don't just do this, you know. We're not trying to drive the car and beat on it or anything. We're doing this obviously just to show and
Of
really
course.
share it with the public and stuff. But I'll tell you what, that's probably the first time I've done that. And compared to a normal Supra, we're spinning tires at like 3,500 RPM, which makes no sense. Like,
It's crazy.
yeah.
And it makes stupid torque. I mean, I'm sure the torque curve is just insane.
It's
It's got
insane.
smallish turbos with a V12. It's pretty fucking awesome though. It sounds great, man.
It's safe to say I was probably pushing quarter throttle there. Silly.
It's crazy, man. Won't be Miami highways. Alright guys, thanks so much for tagging along. We had so much fun with the guys at Trap Team and the top secret Supra. I mean, this thing is absolutely incredible. Thanks so much. Don't forget to follow the guys at Trap Team on Instagram and Facebook. We'll see you next time. Peace.